In the market. I hope you guys are ready for a little bit of excitement over here. We're seeing the reactions to Palantir and HIM's earnings reports that came out yesterday. We had a nice little post-earnings fire off for you guys this morning, so congratulations as usual to everybody in LTMP. I didn't nail it, but again, that's the whole point of the group, is making sure that you guys have the tools to have long-term success. And if I'm not in a trade and it still meets the criteria that I just don't see, you guys are able to nail it too. Walmart, I'm not in that one anymore. Took a tiny paper cut on that one. But again, we're going to talk about that a little bit here too, and just thinking about like risk management and just how, like, why we're able to crush it so much more than every other group that you see within LTMP. We're going to talk about that too. We got some interesting developments with the market here. Market overall is selling off of some of that ISM data this morning too, and some of the statements that Trump was making as related to the tariffs. So we got a lot to talk about here. MSOS looking relatively good here too. That new idea that I've been giving out to you guys for free. Palantir also is still valid for a post-earnings move here. I don't know if I'm going to take it, but could be an interesting one. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in. Remember, I do these streams for you guys every single day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you guys have notifications turned on for the channel so that you don't miss these. Fridays are the only day that we come on a little earlier here, just because it's public live day for you guys. And yeah, so other than that, oh yeah, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in too. We have that 200 like goal on the stream. That'd be very, very fun to hit that, folks. So again, costs you nothing to do it, helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out and this information to as many people who actually want to learn and gain those insights from the market that they're really not going to see anywhere else. So let's see. Do we have any slackers on the like button? I would assume that we do. You guys have been slacking. So, not really. Not really. Let's see. Eddie, Hush Puppy, Rogue, Dr. Bob, William, Romeo, Daily Taylor, Dan Lee. We're going to talk about that too. And hopefully, again, this is one of those things where it's like, oh, I told you so. Dan, and you've learned a very valuable lesson, but we'll cover that one in a second here. Paul, good morning. Good morning, everybody. So, Dan, what you have to understand about the options chain going into a binary event such as earnings is think about what the event actually is and what is kind of common knowledge as what could happen. The stock could make a really large move up or a really large move down. So what that does is it increases implied volatility on the option chain. Now, when implied volatility increases, it also increases the prices of options. Again, I talk a little bit about the Black-Scholes model and how options are priced in the course videos for you guys that are unfamiliar with options when you do hop into the LTMP group. But what you have to think about too sometimes is that the options market can be used as a probability tool. It's showing you what the overall market is expecting to happen out of a stock in the time frame that from when you buy it to expiration. So if you go into an earnings event, and Palantir is a stock that is shown time and time again that it can make massive moves on earnings, well, obviously implied volatility is going to go up, and the stock has to move even more than what the market was expecting for their earnings in order for those options to go up significantly. If it doesn't, you end up in a situation that you're in and you're down 25% on your options. Because you then, after the event happens, you no longer have that increase in implied volatility because you've gotten past the event. So it's called implied volatility crush, or IV crush. So this is exactly why when I come on these streams every single day, you have 10 days to expiration. Exactly. Exactly. This is exactly why when I come on these streams every single day and I say things like, guys, buying options before earnings is really, really not a smart thing to do. Just look at the post-earning strategy. You're going to have a lot more success doing that. And I say, hopefully, these things are not going in one year and out the other for you guys. That's exactly why, you know? So Dan, it really, a lot of these mistakes in the market just come from a lack of education and a lack of like understanding what you're actually doing in the market. Now here's actually, so this 25% loss that you have right now is actually the best case scenario of your current situation. I'll tell you what the worst case scenario is, and it's actually not going to make all that much sense to you, but I'll explain it. If let's say that Palantir would have gone up 20% on their earnings and you would have made 1,000% on that contract, or on that position, that's actually the worst thing that could happen to you. Because think about it, you still didn't know about implied volatility crush. You just kind of bought options before earnings, and you really you can easily get there, but you're not necessarily to that point with options where you really have an understanding of how they move, how they're priced, and especially around earnings. So then what that does is it gives you a false sense of your ability to generate money in the market. So the money that you would have made off of that move to the upside there, if it were to have played out, it's not really yours because you're going to lose it because those mistakes would have shown up again, whether it's earnings or whether it's something else. So I'm glad you learned this lesson now. Don't do it again. Like that's really, it is the biggest beginner mistake to be like, oh, I'm going to buy contracts before earnings. It's very, very silly to do. There is one, I'll go over this briefly. If in any case, I'm going to be buying contracts before earnings, I do have a strategy to do it with, but I don't use it ever because the options market in general now is a little bit more bloated than it was like years ago. So what you do, should you hold it and see how it goes? I have no idea. You can do whatever you want with it. I have no idea what your current financial situation is, your risk tolerance, your sizing on that trade, how much money that it means to you. I have no idea. At that point, you shouldn't really have been in that trade to begin with, so I don't know, you know? It's like, I feel like sometimes I'm going to give you guys answers that you're not going to like, but it's the ones that you need to hear. And like, to be quite honest, it's like, I know what all of you guys need in the process that you need to go through in order to have success in the market, because I've helped thousands of traders do this. It's not that difficult. You just got to listen a little, you know? Like if I did, like you probably, I don't know if you've been on the streams for a while, but like you probably heard me say a lot, it's like, don't trade earnings. Why? That's why. Wally being a little annoying over here, moving back to the upside, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It's starting to move back up, so I'm fine with cutting that. Too much drama on the chart there for me. So not too worried? Yeah. I mean, there's if Palantir breaks 176.31 today without hitting 170.22, I'll probably get long. We'll see though. We'll see. So like, guys, again, like I can sit here and tell you guys like, oh, this is what you should be doing in the market. This is why everybody in the group's able to have success. But it's like, I'm just going to keep saying it and showing you guys the best ways to operate in the market. It's up to you to actually listen, you know? So like, Dan, I'm sorry you're losing money there, but that could have been easily avoidable if you had just listened. Or if you were in the group and you were to ask these questions like on the streams and be like, should I do this? And I said no, and then you go, why? And I would have explained this to you before and you wouldn't be in this situation. The best thing to do actually on earnings is the post-earning strategy. That's the best one. Like you guys nailed what? LMND this morning for 170%. Boom, there you go. You didn't have to gamble on a binary event. Wally, you're annoying me here. I mean, I'm out of it. I don't really want this one. It was also paid. The other thing too that I wanted to talk about with you guys is like, this is just another good example of like how the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless. I think those contracts were down, I don't know, 10%. But if every single trade that I outlined for the group has the potential to run 200, 300, 500, 1,000%, 2,000%, what do I care? I'll take every A+ setup that I can when the market says yes, because I know what the results are going to be over time, you know? You're up on Palantir. Should you sell your contracts? Do you know what you should do? You should not take random financial advice from people on the internet, even though I'm really good at this. That's not the right mindset. So for those of you guys that are like thinking about joining the group, if you just think that you're gonna like ask me and I'm just gonna tell you buy this, sell this, don't join. I don't want you in there. You're not the type of person that I want in there. You know, I want the people that like are actually willing to learn, and that's why the prices are going to be going up significantly at the end of this month. I've given you guys all enough time to come in and see. I mean, you guys saw the big 1,000%ers 2 weeks ago. Those were great. We're just going to keep doing them, but again, don't ask don't be listening to random people on the internet to tell you what to do. You know, like I don't know, you can sell them or not. I mean, it's at a good spot there. I don't know what expiration you have, how long you've held them, how long you're up. Like, there's too many variables for me to give an actual good understanding of what you should do. I'm always gonna like give it to you guys straight too. Like there's so many people out there that are just gonna do stuff for clicks and views and bait you guys in and hype you up. It's like, no, I'm just gonna give you guys the actual reality of what's happening. Let's see. Yeah, you guys that are still in LMND here on the freebies, that actually could be really fun over the next few weeks. I kind of wanted to see Palantir fire off, but like I said, when you made the attempt at the top side of the 5-minute opening range and it sold off, I was like, yeah, they're probably not going to do it. Wally, I'm not a fan of you right now. That's why I love you, Vix. Yeah, so for those of you guys that still want to hop into the group with us, again, you guys get access to all the full-length educational course curriculum videos, which is mandatory to watch. It doesn't take you very long, but mandatory to watch before you start asking questions about setups. The daily private live streams, the pre-market plans, the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do. Pre-market plans, macro research reports, single stock research reports. Again, there's the link there. Use code August. It gets you your first month 50% off. It's $1 a day to hop in. And I think the risk management side of this is good today too, because all of you guys could hit the big multi-hundred and multi-thousand% trades. That's not the hard part. That's the easy part, honestly. The hard part is being patient, and then also just making sure that you're cutting things at the right time when they make sense. You know? Very simple though. You either want to have success or you don't. Like I say these things all the time to you guys. I explain to you why you probably want to do certain things over others. It's up to you at the end of the day, you know? We love Lizard. Lizard. Yeah, I mean, we got some data, but that was... I mean, I can look at this, but... It just showed slowdown, I think. Like, that was, hold on. ISM services falls to 50.1 versus in July versus 51.5 estimate, 50.8 prior. So it was lower than before, so you're seeing slowdown. Prices paid jumped. That's, okay, the market doesn't like that. Highest since October 2022. All right, so prices paid, that's what the market's reacting on. New orders down. Employment slips. Okay, so they're trying to, the reason why the market's selling off here a little bit when you actually look into the data is it's kind of feeding a little bit into that stagflation narrative. And then again, you look at the market today, it's like if we're going to drill like this, like I was saying to you guys yesterday, it's like we're going to need a few days here for the market to balance out for us to get our bread and butter setups, which is why we're going to put our main emphasis on the keyword post earnings trades, post earnings. Congratulations to those of you guys that nailed LMND. That was a really good one. Really good one there. Let's see. Oh, Alex, attaboy, up 78% on an MSOS call. There you go. Yeah, it's been fun so far. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's got a lot of volatility on it, but we'll see what happens. Also, guys, again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in too. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot spreading these streams out. I think you guys are probably noticing here, like I do things differently in the market. I operate differently. It's all based in logic though. It's like everybody knows what they should and should not be doing in the market. It's pretty simple, you know? What we're gonna look at here, Hims was crazy. This whole move that we've seen today on Hims, like gap down, runs back to the upside, selling off now, is wild. This is going to be like SoFi now, that this is to me going to be a broken chart for about a month. SoFi's not looking great here. Like if I had to pick, I'd say down on SoFi in the short term here. Palantir is now getting dangerously close to the, well, I mean, it's not really. I mean, we're probably not going to take that one. But that's the beauty of the post-earning strategy. If it doesn't validate above the range, then we don't touch it. No touching. This one right here, 176.29 was the height of this candle. What's the height of this candle? 176.33. Never broke to the top side of the 5-minute opening range. We don't trade it. You know? Pfizer, hold on. Oh, did that just go just now? Did this gap up enough? I think it did. Hold on. I mean, let me see. Yeah, it did. Let's see if there's anything I like. We'll see. Pfizer's like the one of like the healthcare ones that I actually would trade. mean, it qualifies. It definitely qualifies. I'm just not the greatest fan of this chain in the 200 EMA, you know? Looks good. We'll see. MSOS down out. Market's just getting drilled. 26 for next week. I don't hate that. Mark today from Palantir IV Crush. Yeah. Good. Good. You're getting slapped around on that. I don't understand why people don't listen sometimes. It's mind-boggling to me that more people don't operate in the market the way we do, that aren't in LTMP. It's like, I don't get it. Like, it's been right in front of you the entire time. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. UEC, yeah, nah, not really a chart that I want to really be involved in. You got a nice little topping candle for me today. Not really a fan of that. Very small. If it goes, it goes. Yeah, all the post earnings are sized for 0, but if they hit, they can be really big. That's the point of them. Market's just bleeding out here. Yields are down. I like that. Yesterday, the ticker that I was talking about that I was getting interested was Costco. I wanted it to flatline on top of this 200 here, but after this big move down today, we're not going to be looking at that. But let's see. Thanks. Yeah, it's not really like what would you do here? Where's the like, if I were to pick a side on this one, I mean, I would short it, but like context is key. It probably wouldn't. Like, this is just one I'm not really looking at in any way here. So technically Palantir is still valid, but the thing with post earnings is, and you guys saw it on LMND this morning with the range break, is that if the buyers are actually excited about the earnings report and actually want to take it higher, they're going to do it like pretty quick. So when Palantir comes up here and tries to flirt with the top side and then gets rejected aggressively, I don't think the buyers are really all that are going to be strong enough to take that thing higher. Now, granted, it is Palantir and it could do anything. So it's kind of why I still have it up here, just kind of looking at it. But, oh, you know what I want to take a look at today? Where's Nio? Are we getting any more Onvo announcements? Nio, nothing. This is why I said I didn't really want to trade this one, because it's Nio. It's going to do whatever it's going to do, and I think we're coming back down to the 200 EMA anyway. Yeah, Altria, let's see. That actually looks pretty good. Obviously, I'd like the 10 to catch up, but that could be a fun one there. I think Facebook was one I was looking for. Yeah, if Facebook tightens up here, this is going to be a nice little potential post-earnings consolidation setup that we can look for. Pfizer's very slow here. If this thing can get over 25 today, you could have some fun. Which, that'd be a big move. Let's see. Yeah, we're 12 likes away from a quarter of the way there on the 200 like goal, guys. Let's see if we can get it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, too, because over this week and the next week, like, I just know there's going to be a really, really silly trade coming on something. And we're going to come into the live stream like I told you guys time and time again, and I'm going to be like, look, here's another one. Here's another one. Market's just drilling here, though. No, like after it was really as soon as Trump got on CNBC this morning, there was really nothing to do. Walmart looked great there for, I mean, what's this doing now? For anybody that decided to hold that one, I mean, it's looking okay. I just didn't want to deal with the drama on it. I was like, if they're going to rip it up within 30 cents of where the TP is and then kill it, I was like, no. You are seeing an interesting rotation into names like this, though, like consumer defensive, so. Or just like retail in general. I don't even know if that would be consumer defensive. But yeah, I mean, if you're still in it, good for you. I wasn't willing to deal with the drama. Reddit screwed you? I don't know how Reddit screwed you because I tried to get Reddit and the chain wasn't open. I couldn't get it. I really tried. Like, where is Reddit now? Like, this thing would have been another epic post-earnings move for us. And I was a little bit disappointed on Friday that they didn't let me in there. Pfizer's moving. Let's see if this can get a push up to 25. Because you couldn't get it. Yeah, it screwed me because I couldn't get a fill either. I was so excited. I wanted to trade Reddit, and it just wouldn't let me in. Walmart, like I said to you guys before, if there's going to be that much drama on it, like on the private stream, and even if it ripped back up, I'm fine with not being in it. I was like, I'm not going to sit there and let it move all over the place like that. Because when you think about it, the best setups that we have that actually end up firing off, they don't do that. MSOS flat. That's fine. This is actually starting to set up again on the daily here for another breakout. That could be very fun. What else we got? AMD. I think we talked about that. Yeah, AMD looks interesting. But it has earnings, so we're not going to do anything with that. But yeah, Tesla does not look good. Tesla I just don't like. Like, I don't really see the argument here. Like, robo-taxi, sure, but like they still have to sell cars. You know? Like, they are a car company. You have to sell cars. Let's see. Yeah, Pfizer looks good. Let's see what happens with this. I want to see this thing potentially get up to 25 today. If they can do that, that'll be a big sign of strength. But it is a slow one until it's not, you know? Pfizer's slow until it's not. I mean, that's a 13-cent move. That's pretty big. If it did that again, you could have some fun there. Ooh, 8 likes away from 50. Thank you guys. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you guys in here again. Just thinking like targets on this. If I were to look it up, what would I look for? 200 EMA is not bad. Like 200 EMA, and then like there she goes. A little movement here, then 26. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. 200 EMA, and then recent highs. Pfizer. I mean, how many times have we seen Pfizer go, guys? Like this one was ridiculous. So we're going to see what we get. It looks good. I mean, that could be another post-earnings. For those of you guys that already nailed LMND, if you're in Pfizer too, that could be a really fun one here. I mean, these aren't going to get very snappy. Well, they will. It's just it's going to need to move, and then they'll start snapping all at once. You know? Think the market found the bottom. Tough to tell right now. I don't really see anything on the chart right now that would dictate to me that we're near this a bottom intraday. You got 5 minutes left on this candle, so you might be able to see something, but nothing yet. Yeah, Pfizer's a slow burn until it isn't. Like this is when I was going to New York City, I think. And it might have been this one actually. It was either this one or this one. These were both epic Pfizer trades that we had. It was right around the time of Hershey's as well, and it goes. Like, when Pfizer fires, it's ridiculous. So, we'll see. Size for 0. Yeah, those didn't snap there a little bit, but... Yeah, basically, like, I don't know, I think I'm, like, little green on the week, flat on the week so far. Just with MSOS moving back up. So, like, meh. Again, though, it's all about, this is what people just don't get. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to sound like a broken record. I just hope for that those of you guys that are sitting on the sidelines here, that by the time that you realize that this is the way to operate in the market, it isn't too late for you. And you still have some capital to deploy at these amazing setups. Like, most of the time, I just sit around and do nothing. Like, that's what you guys got to realize. Like, most of the time in the market, you're not active. Like, don't we do this to have time freedom? Yeah. I do this because it helps me talk out my thoughts and, like, hang out with you guys and just, like, go through, find other stuff, too. But the less trades, more profits methodology is what's going to take you guys over the hump there in your performance. You can't be trying to be active every single day because there aren't, you got to think about it. Like, if you're looking for super high quality A+ setups, you got to realize that, like, if you assume that they're going to be every single day, I think that's crazy. They're not. But when they fire, though, that's when we go, like I say it in the course videos, it's like, you guys are going to have weeks where you make more money in a very short period of time than you ever thought possible. But what you can't do is then think to yourself that this is going to be every day, every week, every month. Like, that's how you get into trouble. So, like, when you guys heard me talking about Walmart this morning and how it was, like, ripping up close to the target, like, even then I was like, I mean, it might work. It still looks really good right now. I'm up a decent amount, and then all of a sudden it faded. But even before that, I was like, it either works or it doesn't, and it fades right back down. I'm not really concerned, like I say all the time, about the outcome of one individual trade because I know what's going to happen over time when we continue doing this. And that's what I want all you guys to see too, because each and every single one of you can do it, no matter how smart you are, how dumb you are. That was kind of harsh, but you guys are all pretty smart. Except for the people that try to buy stocks that are up 500% in a month. That is not smart. Yeah, you cut your Walmart for a 10% gain. Like, I was telling you guys when it started to knife like that, I was like, yeah, if you want to cut it, you can cut it. Like, that's fine. I'd just rather wait for another setup. I gave it a little bit more breathing room because one of the things that I mess up, again, I'm not perfect. Like, I know you guys see me call out the most disgusting trades in the market all the time, but, like, I'm not perfect. One of the things that I'll do is I will cut things too quick. I won't give them enough room to breathe. So, like, there will be times when, like, you have a good start to something, it starts to fade, I cut it, and then it rips. To me, that's fine because, like, I don't really get upset about it because I know that there's going to be a lot more coming. But it's also like, you could have nailed that one too, you know? So I gave that one a little bit of room to breathe. It was a tiny little paper cut on the position because, remember, every single time that we're entering, we usually give ourselves a really big buffer on the position because we're entering at the first point where the stock is looking to make a massive move. Pretty close since you added the glasses to being perfect? No, I don't think so. I mean, the performance has been really good, but it's not perfect. But, like, I'm fine. That's the thing. Like, I'm fine with cutting things early and then they go because, like, the ones that do end up going for us and firing off, they really go. Yeah, being more risk on has definitely led to. No. You guys, it's like letting the losers chop around is what I don't like doing, especially with options. With shares, I'm fine with it because I know what the risk is, and I've told you guys this before. I size a little bit more aggressively into the options because I already know I'm going to cut things early. You know? Like, I know that I'm not going to let the trade go crazy. Now, granted, every once in a while I'll get gapped, which is very rare. It's happened once this year, and that wasn't even bad. It was DG, and it just gapped a little bit. The only one that was like, that wasn't great, was Affirm last year, and that's the only two examples that I can think of for a while. Wally baited you? Not really. It's just too much drama that I don't really want to be a part of and let Theta just decay the options. Fine with me. I'll take the money back and then just go look for another trade, you know? you can't get too hung up on these setups. Like Walmart was my favorite trade going into this week. We were in it. It looked good. When it started to fade, I don't sit here and go, no, it has to come back up. Not at all. I'll look at this and say, all right, it's not going the way that I want it to. Okay, cut it. Give me my money back. I'll go find another one. You know? So again, these are the types of things that everybody needs to understand in the market if they're looking to act short term. So again, I'm going to throw the link back in the live chat for you guys. It's pinned to the top if you want. But here it is. Use code August. It's $1 a day for you guys to hop in. Now, if you don't hop in by the end of the month, you're going to be at a higher price. Prices are going up. But if you want to lock in the lower rate, get 50% off your first month, make sure you guys hop in before the end of August. Did I take Pfizer? Yeah. Yeah, size for 0. I'm not even looking at it. Like it either runs up, hits 25, does stuff, or doesn't. You know? All right, that's kind of first sign that you might be looking to bottom in the market. That's some decent volume coming in on the 15-minute candle, but I wouldn't trust it after the data here. I would not trust this year just yet. Yields are up. MSOS is still looking pretty good. Like this is now forming another daily set. Like this is still nice. I like how this looks here. Have you signed up for an affiliate on WAP? It should be on the actual, like if you click the link, see Rich, you should be able to scroll down and it'll say like become an affiliate. If not, you can always message me on like Instagram or Twitter and I can give you a link to it. I should be able to. Because I just put your email in, I think, and then it doesn't. Yeah, let's see. All right, so it does look like this market is looking to bottom here. If this turns into a bear flag, you got to watch it, but we'll see. Yeah, MSOS could be a really fun one. If this thing fires and follows through, again, I need that one to, I want some daily closes above the 200 EMA here. So what's that, like 360? It's kind of where I need that. New York Fed says student loans seeing more debt transition into delinquency. Yep. No shit. Violent crime fell 4.5% in 2024. Second straight annual decline, says the FBI. Interesting. Didn't score falling out? All right, sweet. See, Rich. There you go. Oh, I do have to put this on here. If it says on fire, right there. Bing. Market moving. Yeah, again, if you can rally almost the way back up to like these pre-market and kind of this like first 15-minute low today, you actually might see some really good setups forming across the market. But again, the main focus for us is going to be post-earnings. Because you had what? eBay over 100%. LMND today for what? Ryan hit it for 170. That was really good. But we haven't seen one yet that's been like a really big follow-through one, but it's coming. They're going to happen. They happen every earnings season. It's fun when they happen all in a row. That always gets fun. Like the 700% DG, 850% Zscaler, and then well over 1,000% Oracle. That was fun. That was really fun. That kind of started off our massive tear in the market here. Your LMNDs are still running? Oh, what are they up, Ryan? Oh, probably not up 170% anymore. I thought we were looking at that pretty close to the top, I think. Weren't we? Yeah, I mean, for those of you guys on the outside too, like, you guys see people in here trying to like ask about the affiliate stuff to get their friends in. I mean, that is a testament to how good everything in the group actually is for everybody. So again, use code August. You guys are going to be good to go. Hop in there, go through the learning curriculum videos, ask me questions. You guys are going to be good. MSOS looking good. I want to see that get going there. This could be a big one. First target on this, 480. Stop is at what, 277? Yeah. Little bounce in the market here. Yeah, LMND was a good one for everybody. It was in the pre-market plan for you guys too. It was directly in there. Let's see. For post-earnings candidates this morning so far, we have Palantir and maybe LMND. If it can move up a bit more, going into market open. Boom. Right in front of you. Right in front of you. You guys missed a big one. It's fine. I don't know how many more you're going to miss, but it's going to be a lot. Not you guys in the group. I missed it, but it was right in front of you. I was just looking at Palantir and watching Walmart go, and then I was focused on managing that because I was like, I don't want this thing to just drop, the bottom to drop out on me, you know? Ooh, this is interesting. New York Fed total Q2 household debt rises 185 billion from Q1 to 18.39 trillion. Oh, nice. Nice. Great work. Yeah. I mean, if Wally had only sold off to like here, I'd be fine with it. It just baited too far down below. I was not interested in sitting there and dealing with the drama on Walmart. Palantir, is it close? No. It's getting there. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'd do something on it, but if I did, it'd be very small. Guys are not playing ball. Yeah, I'm not even really looking at this one though. Like that is like super size for zero. 90% right now. That's still good. I mean, you made them free. You got a nice position running there. If you want to hold it up to the highs, which are what? What did we look at here? 53.85. Go for it. Oh my God. U.S. Treasury sets 4-week bill auction at record 100 billion. Interesting. Interesting. Again, market's not really doing much for us here. It's not much to do. Just focus on post earnings. If Palantir does it though, I'd be fine with that. You still haven't taken out the bottom side of the range, so it technically is still valid. It's just you kind of got screwed at the top side of the range earlier this morning. Like it did not want to get above there. Just get sharked? Yeah, a little bit. Is that just a 15-minute test? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that could be a fun one. Or it doesn't work. Like, that's as simple as that, guys. Like, they either play out or they don't. It's very simple. You can't get married to them. You just let them go. Yeah, Wally looks kind of good there. I'm not touching it again, but it looks good. If you're still in it, I mean, that's fine. It's just you're going to have to deal with some theta. You know, that's going to be that was kind of what I was thinking too. And where's Rohan? Rohan was asking about holding the shares on Wally. In that case, I wouldn't hold the options because you run up, you come back down. Like in order to get back up, it's probably going to take a little bit of time and your position is not going to be up nearly as much as it was when it did it the first time because due to the effects of theta. So it's like, yeah, there's no real point in doing that there. So, wow, you guys are slacking on the like button today. Uh-oh, slackers. So I'll probably be able to make a YouTube video for you guys today too. That's the goal. See if we can get something out for everybody. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna do it. And then nobody, again, it's if it doesn't do it today or really like by 1, I'm not gonna be looking at Palantir. You sold a covered call on Palantir 190 strike September 19th. Right. You do that before earnings or after earnings? Was that before or after the earnings today? Or yesterday? Somebody do something. Yeah. Boring few days here. I mean, the last week was kind of fun. I mean, it was really just HD. And then this week's just been kind of boring. It's just been paper cuts. That's it. Just waiting for a good setup to fire and follow through. That's all. That's all we're doing. So patience is key. You can learn patience in the market. Your performance in the market, guys, is directly correlated with your ability to sit there and do nothing. After earnings this morning, nice. Yeah, you probably still got some good premium out of that too. There goes Wally. I still kind of would like us to trade down to here. Prior all-time high retest on ES. I mean, I'd kind of like to see that, you know? That would be pretty interesting for us to see. So. Oh, you know what we haven't looked at all today? Where's Verizon? Still coiling. Verizon's still coiling. This could be the one. What else did we look at this morning? T-Mobile? Yeah, that's right there too. Yeah, it's just ping ponging. This still looks great. This actually, for those of you guys that missed it, you actually might get another setup on this. You're just going to have to be worried about the 200 EMA. So, you might catch it, but I'd probably wait. I'd probably just burn it. You know, looks good though. Where's Hims? Bounce off to 200, comes right back up. Yeah, this is going to be a broken chart for a while. That one's definitely going to be broken. All right. Let's see what we got. Market's turning up. There might be a couple setups that foot. The problem is most of them are just setting up with earnings. Like they just have earnings coming up, so you can't touch them. Because again, okay, also, how many times have I said that in the last like 2 weeks, and we still have people that are watching the streams over here that are like, oh, I know that the dude that does this all the time and tends to be right about a lot of things says this, but I'm just going to do the exact opposite of what he said. Like, dude, well, don't do that. I say these things for a reason. You're going into a binary event and you're gambling. I don't get it. Very, very slow here. There's nothing going on. That's fine, though. That's good. We want it to be boring. 21 minutes ago. POTUS is on the roof of the White House. Asked why he's up there. He shouts back to us through his hands, just taking a little walk. All right, fair enough, man. I guess fair enough. You wanna go take a little walk? That's cool. But yeah, I think main focus is gonna be post earnings. We're gonna see if we can hit more of those. LMND was good. eBay was good. Yeah, and it's just gonna go from there. See if we can get some of these bread and butter setups forming into the end of this week, and then going into next week, and then execute. That's it. You guys all saw the performance of what we've been able to do over the last, I don't know, 3 months here. What was I up? 210% on the trading account? That's what we're here for. You can't rush it. You just let the setups form. Something looks good. I'd love to see this thing like over the next few days. I obviously don't want it to chop around. It can though, because I have shares. It doesn't matter. But like then just rip its way up to $4. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, nothing. Tesla, how's that look? AMD, all the chips. I mean, you're gonna get some semiconductor stuff. That actually, again, you're gonna see a lot of these like setting up. Like AMD, I would be like, oh, we could easily watch for this one into earnings, and then watch this one over the next few days here. Set up a little bit more, but you have earnings today. Ooh, my baby reports earnings today. That could be fun. What else do I want to look at? Facebook could actually give us something here if it flatlines for a few more days. Wasn't there another one we talked about this morning with everybody? I thought there was another that I liked. I'll probably do a little bit of a scan after we wrap up the stream here, but again, macro's been very slow, and this is something we talked a lot about on the private stream this morning, was that like all the stuff that looks like macro right now is useless. Like tariff stuff, garbage. I almost don't even focus, like not even like a tenth of my time is even focused on thinking about tariffs. I don't care. It literally is not going to affect things. You can have all of these FOMC members coming out, everything. They've been wrong the entire time. I don't care what they have to say as it relates to tariffs. Now, granted, if you have new tariffs come out that are crazy, that are going to affect markets, sure, you have to be aware of that. But the way things are right now, it literally doesn't matter. It's not going to cause a giant inflationary spike. Technically, it's not even inflation. And if you think about it from like an investing perspective, okay, well, the economic data a year from now, let's say you were to have 1 or 2 spikes in the CPI, PPI, and PCE, it gets taken out of the data the next year because it's a year-over-year thing. So it's not even actually inflationary. Inflation is a rate of change, not a one-time increase. You can call it a consumption tax, but it's not a rate of change. You know? Earnings tomorrow morning. Yeah, Disney, McDonald's, Uber, Shop. Those could all be very, very fun post-earnings. There's a lot of potentials this week. Wally looks okay. MSOS still looking good here. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I'm trying to find something, but I just don't see anything really. I mean, the telecoms could be good, but they don't look great today. Like Verizon still looks okay. Needs to hold though. But yeah, the post earnings tomorrow could get nutty. Really, the rest of this week, it's like the names that can actually like get spicy. Like last week was fun, but like we usually don't see any of those go crazy. AMD, Uber. I think we've hit AMD on post earnings before. Snap, I probably won't like because it's a cheap one. Lucid, definitely not. Upstart could be fun, but that chain is going to be a war zone if that works. Uber, Shopify, Oscar, I won't touch no matter what happens. Just the chain's going to be insane even after the IV crush. Disney, AppLovin. Well, that's Wednesday. So now we're getting into what could happen like Wednesday into Thursday. APP we've done. Duolingo, I think we've done. DraftKings we've done. Elf, I'm pretty sure was like a 900% one. Celsius, Eli Lilly, Trade Desk. Yeah, there's a lot. The Twilio, XYZ, Pinterest, Atlassian. There's a lot of good ones this week, guys. So again, if you have an understanding of options when you guys hop into the group, watch the last video in the Swing Kings course curriculum because that's the post-earning strategy. Back up 20% on Walmart. Nice. Yeah, holding those is fine. I just, again, I'm not really looking to be in and hold for all that drama. You're going to rip it all the way up to 150 and then drop it all the way back down like this? Do the names that we nail 1,000% on and 500% on typically do that? No. They don't. So I'm fine with taking basically break even on it and then just waiting for a better setup to form. But if you're still in it, that's why I said before, I was like, you could hold it if you want to. Like, it's technically, it's not coming down below that day low. I just don't like that it baited you right up near the area that we were looking to ditch it and take some profits on it and then started getting hit. I was like, you know, I'll just take it back and wait for something better. End-phase is going to be a tough one. You look at end-phase, it's really icky. That's just still downtrending. That's the problem. Which is also, remember, what was the one that we were looking at where I was like, oh, it looks good, but it's still downtrending? And you got to be careful of it because it would have to clearly break the downtrend. What was that? It was last week we were looking at that. I forget which one that was. It looked really good. Does anybody remember which one that one was? Would have rather been out of the trade that way too? Yeah, exactly. Like, guys, you guys all know what happens when the trades fire off. If I have to take a pay... Oh, Adobe, yes. What ended up happening with that? Yeah, see, it looked great up in here, and then what happened? It just continues the downtrend. So that's why I was saying, like, I would rather this one be consolidating up in here, shifting this downtrend versus like flatlining along with the downtrend because this is possible. Yeah, you guys should all know at this point, and you see what happens when everything starts to fire. It's like, it's not that hard to spot. The outcome of one individual trade is meaningless when I'm handing out multi-hundred and multi-thousand percenters all the time. Guys, there's nobody else that you know on YouTube that literally got demonetized for talking about how many 1,000% trades that they were handing out. There are 0 other people. None. All of them we were talking about with proof. I was like, look at this one. Look at this one. And YouTube was like, I don't think so. And I was like, what? Here's the, look, we did it. There was like 3 of them in a week. Wally back over 100, that's annoying. Whatever. Whatever. That's also why shares, again, are a lot better too, and the risk to reward is better because you basically would have just come back down and you never would have been red on the trade with shares, with Wally. The reason I will trade options over shares, I can trade more things. More setups, because a lot of the time the way that the risk, like depending on what the distance between the entry to your risk, you'll be required to full port, which I don't really want to do, you know. It's not for me. So watch. It's interesting. The people over here, I feel like the view count's a little lower today, and it's because like I'm not calling out 1,000%ers this week. It's like, you guys you guys many times have seen what happens when the market fires off. This is the time to make sure that you're prepared for what's about to happen. But a lot of you guys are going to miss it. You said many times you cut too early. Yeah, I do. I do it all the time, and I will continue doing it because remember, most of the time it benefits me to do it. Then you have some certain situations like this where it chops around. It's like, oh, it's back up, but I still wouldn't really be up that much. It's like, this isn't even worth it anymore, you know? I was like, I'll just take the money back and then go to look to use it on something else that looks better, you know? When is that going to be? Well, it's probably not today, but I'll be looking for them for the end of this week. Then next week, then the week after. You know? Sounds $16 at the same range. The contract? I'm not even going to look at them, guys. I don't care. Like, it's going back up again? Cool. Whatever. It was effectively break even. Okay. It doesn't, I'm not looking to do, you really don't have to do much. I'm looking for the ones that fire big time. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. I'm still going to make money. MSOS looking good. Yeah, I'm going to search for some after this stream. I'm going to start looking through. See if I can find a couple of good setups for you guys in there. And again, the link's at the top of the live chat for you guys that still need to jump in there. Again, use code August. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to wait for the next time that maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's next week where I just come out and I'm like, oh, look, we just called out 5 multi-100%ers and then there were 3,000%ers. You just people love to chase. They love to wait. They love to wait. It's fine. More money for us. I like how this is looking. This is holding very well today. MSOS. You could get some action on that. What's the weather like out here today? It's cloudy. I wanted to go out by the pool today. Hang out a little. Nope. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'll probably have a YouTube video for you guys today. I might try to make some Instagram and TikTok videos too. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, you're bear flagging now. I'm on the 15 minute. That's what I was saying to be worried about, is that if this starts, if you start, that could have been the short-term bottom here, but if this starts bear flagging a little, you might get a nasty move down later today. Wally still looks all right, though. A lot of volatility on that, which is kind of crazy. We also did talk about this today on Walmart in the morning. What did I say in the pre-market? I was like, oh, a lot of the time it just rips up, rips back down so that it's going to bait you to get out, and then it rips back up. That's like a direct quote from the private stream this morning. I just didn't think it was going to, I thought the move would have been back to 99.60 or something, 50. From where it was, not all the way down to 99.20 where I was getting out of it. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was like, that was low. Now it's back up. But again, if the entry point was what? 99.86? You know, it's who cares? Contracts are flat. Give me my money back. Uh-oh. Walmart's done this exact thing before. It does this a lot. But at the same time, it's like I don't need to, even though I know it's coming, still not going to let those contracts get screwed around with. So, all right, guys, it is 11:30. We're probably going to be wrapping up the stream here today. We're not really doing anything here. We're just kind of sitting around hanging out. Yeah, jumped out with a small profit. Exactly. Less trades, more profits, guys. The sooner that you adopt that methodology, the sooner you start paying attention to the things that I'm telling you guys on these streams and in the private streams, the LTMP group, and all of the course curriculum videos that you guys have, the sooner that you're going to start having success. You're going to be on that path. Literally, you're going to have this like moment where you're like, oh my God, nothing's going to stop me now forever. And it's like, yeah, that's the point. No matter what happens in the market, you're now armed with the tools to have long-term success. So, team, I'm going to try to get some content out for you guys later today. LTMP group, I'm going to start going through some of these tickers right now, see if I can find anything for us, maybe not today, but like kind of stuff to look at going into tomorrow. Obviously, I want to see how the daily candles close, but I'll start looking right now. Again, I'll throw that link in here for you guys one last time. Again, use code August. That is going to get you guys, oh, it says July in the thing. Hold on. It says, what do you call it? Yeah, use code August. That'll get you first month 50% off. I think it's less than $1 a day. So there you guys go. I will see you guys later. Peace.